That has been a huge mindset shift for me, but it's been amazing. Hey, I think it's safe to say that life's been testing me lately. It was my 22nd birthday last week. That should be great, right? Like, that should be nothing but good times. Well, it was okay, but I feel like life was trying to remind me that I still have some ways to go and some things to learn. So it was my birthday this week.
Go shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday.
You think that was a great thing, right? Like, you think I'd be super stoked about the fact that it was my birthday, you know? Have some good times, hang out with friends. Yeah, did that, had the good times, but equally as many negative thoughts, I guess? Something about this birthday just reminded me about all the things I didn't get around to accomplishing this year. All the things that I'd intended to do that I never did. That's kind of sad. That's kind of not a great way to look at things, especially when it's my birthday, but it was the reality of what happened. For some reason, I was dwelling on the things that I didn't do versus the things that I did do. And then there was the looming seasonal depression. Last fall, it wasn't so bad. I also think that had something to do with the fact that the last couple summers I've experienced weren't that great. They weren't that hot, and I love the hot weather. I love it. And when the winter starts to come, I get a little bit more sad. In the last week or two, it's been getting colder and colder overnight, and it's been obvious. Winter's on its way. I can feel that coming, and how I'll mitigate it, I'm sure I'll be able to, but time will tell what'll come from it. So on Saturday, my car was hit and run when it was parked right here, right where I'm sitting right now. And it looked like this, and they drove away. I wasn't especially bothered by it, to be honest. Like, if you're gonna commit to something like that, there's nothing I can really do. You've already made your choice up. All I can really do is report it to insurance and hope that it's not that expensive. In the end, it's about $3,095 to fix, and I'm only gonna have to pay $1,000. So to me, that's a win. But I'm grateful that I wasn't in the car when it happened. I wasn't injured. It wasn't a serious enough accident that the car's totaled. There's things to be appreciative of, even in this shitty situation. And I'm really just out the minor inconvenience of having a slightly mangled car. It wouldn't be a Ben video if I didn't share what I learned in the last week of lessons, so let me share the 8 lessons that I learned in the past week. Number 1, be more grateful for everyone and everything I have around me. Listen, I have tons to be grateful for. The fact that I have a roof over my head, food to eat, a car to drive, these are all things that I should be very appreciative of. But sometimes, those things get put into the back burner, and I only am able to think about the things that I don't have, or the things that I wish I did have. Being grateful is important, and I need to be better about being grateful. That's something I've learned. Number 2, remember to be grateful for how far you've come. This past week or two, I've been thinking all about the things I haven't done, but it's important to remember how far I've come and all the things I've accomplished as well. For example, I started uploading a new YouTube format, and it's taking off really well. Every single week, the videos get more views, more engagement, more watch time. It's longer form, but people are watching for longer than they did in shorter form. And really, that's such an awesome feeling. In fact, between July and August, I saw an 800% increase in subscribers in August, as well as a 226% increase in watch time. Substantial increases, and I'm very grateful for that. I've come a long way. I make great videos, and I just need to remember that and use that to fuel me to make more of them. Number 3, stop focusing on the negatives. This one speaks for itself 100%. Sometimes I'm really bad for focusing on the negative side of things versus thinking more about the positives that come from a situation, or trying to figure out how the negatives are teaching me lessons. There is positives to each lesson, and yes, it's okay to feel negative about something. If something sucks, it's okay to feel that way. Allowing that to weigh you down for too long can be problematic. Number 4, remember the law of attraction. This ties a lot back into the previous one, where negative thought often leads to negative realities. Positive thought will often lead to positive realities. Positive thought about where I'll be, positive thoughts about what my future holds, and quite literally, positive thoughts about the things in my dreams being my reality, and thinking about how these things could be my reality puts them in a position to be more real. The law of attraction, and utilizing it and remembering it in every single bit of my day, is a huge difference in whether or not my life will go in the direction I want it to. Number 5, some things are entirely out of my control, such as the hit and run that happened to me on Saturday. Some things are entirely out of my control. Some things can't be controlled at all, for that matter. I have no say over what that dude did. He can hit my car and he can drive away. Those are his actions, and I can't control them. There are things that are entirely out of my control, and they can weigh me down, and they can bring negative thoughts, but if they're out of my control, why let them weigh me down? Why let them bother me? What is it gonna lead to? What is it gonna do for me? Nothing. Nothing at all. Number 6, remember that being alive is in fact a blessing. Our time on this planet is finite, but something that's even crazier than that is that we don't know how finite it is. We don't know when our last day is, so live your life in such a way that what you leave behind or what you walk away from is something that you're happy about, something you've left a legacy that you're happy with. Is that the way you're living your life right now? And if not, what can you do to make it so? Number 7, stop and smell the roses more. I talked a lot about this in my last video, but remembering that life isn't all about meeting my goals. Life isn't all about working. Sometimes you just gotta chill, play some video games, hang out with friends, and relax. Life isn't about being serious all the time, so sometimes you gotta stop and smell the roses. Number 8, this one sounds tacky, but I'm pretty great, and I need to remember that. I often get texts from people who are appreciative of me, or they're telling me how much they like something, and I, for some reason, have tuned those out for so long. I'm great at what I do. I'm great at making videos. I'm great at these things, and I need to remind myself of that. Acknowledging what I'm good at and what I'm not good at is an essential piece to me focusing in more on what I enjoy. If I'm good at something, there's a likelihood that I enjoy it enough that I've taken the time to get good at it. The fact that I've been thinking so much about how when a video doesn't get views for so long that it meant I was a bad creator means to me that I'm not acknowledging the skills and the abilities that I have. I'm good at making YouTube videos, whether they get viewed or not. So that has been a huge mindset shift for me, but it's been amazing. Life is crazy. Life is full of ups and downs. And if life's shitting on you, look for the lessons. There's a reason that life is putting you in these positions. There's a lesson to be learned from all negative experiences. And here's the thing, just go with the flow. Things are going to look up if they're down, and things, as much as it sucks, will go down when they're up. It's just a natural part of the cycle of life. Not everything's great, not everything's sunshine and rainbows, but also not everything is dirt and mud either. Things are gonna be okay. I've been putting a ton of effort into these videos lately, and I'm hoping that you're seeing an adjustment in quality as well. I'm hopeful that you're enjoying my new format, because I've been loving making the videos. But if you could do one thing that would be huge, and I'd greatly appreciate, it would be to share this video with your friends or subscribe. I don't ask to do this a lot, but more often than not, the people that watch my videos are not subscribed to me. So if you could share this video with your friends to try and get the word out there about what I'm trying to build here, or subscribe if you're not already subscribed, it would mean a lot in helping me to build this channel. Thanks so much for all of your support. It means the world. We just passed 200 subscribers. That's amazing, and I'm super grateful for each and every single one of you. So thank you for being you, thank you for all your support, and we'll talk soon. I have an amazing video planned for next week that I'm so excited for you to see.